everyone, it's Lauren Mynaraji, and tonight we are at the Dolby Theater for the Art Directors Guild Awards. We're going to be chatting with some of the masterminds behind last year's most popular films, so stay tuned because you're not going to want to miss this.
We've worked at Disney for a long time, and they're honoring our body of work at Disney. We did Little Mermaid and Aladdin and Moana more recently. We've done yeah, I know. So it's your childhood. Sorry, you seem like you turned out okay. So we're happy that we shaped your childhood in some fashion.
I appreciate it.
Yeah. We've gotten to work with, Disney's a place where you're working with many other artists. So tonight, celebrating our films is really a way of celebrating all those artists' work, because they had to invent this from scratch, create worlds, create characters that are essentially a blank piece of paper, and it all has to be designed. And so
40 years ago, animation wasn't included in a lot of these things, even like that now the Academy Awards has a category. Now tonight, for the first time, animation has a category. It's being recognized. We're being given an award, and we love animation, and so many talented people who we work with. We're just really excited to see them being recognized.
How does it feel to be here tonight? I'm very happy to be here tonight. I enjoy the Art Directors Guild Awards, and think very highly of them as an organization.
Amazing. Well, what was your favorite part working on the post?
It's very gratifying. I think being able to work with Steven again on a movie, and we've done quite a few together, so this one was special because it took us back to an early part of our lives in the early 70s, and we were recreating that period for ourselves as well as other people to see what it was like.
And how do you feel the film industry has changed from when you first started out in it?
Oh my gosh, well, the film industry no longer uses film. I mean, that's a major change. That's a big one. But cinematography and certainly digital effects have come such a long way. And in a strange way, I think that has made art direction and production design even more important. The crispness, the clarity of the image in film and television today is so pristine, and so everyone really has to be at the top of their game to create the worlds that we're seeing.
How was it like working on Shape of Water? Like, what was your favorite part?
Oh, the whole thing was amazing. I mean, working with a person like Guillermo, who's an incredibly visual guy, the words are in the script, and he brings to the table so many things that pushes us to do our best, and I think that's why the movie turned out so well, because all of us came together. A movie's a whole team thing, and if one of us does well and the rest don't, it doesn't work. And in this one, with Guillermo at the helm, we all really pushed, and I think we pushed the limits of everything. We didn't have a lot of money, and I think I think we delivered pretty well.
How was it like to work on Cars 3? Because that was a huge movie this year.
Well, it was fantastic. It was kind of like a redefinition of the franchise. We had a lot of kind of creative freedom to kind of explore different characters and parts of the world. That sounds good to me.
Yeah. Well, guys, well, enjoy tonight and just take it all in. And how do you feel about presenting tonight?
I am so glad to present to Ron and John. It is so long coming and so deserved. I am just very, very honored to be the person to stand there and say their names, because I have a great love for them, and they are beautiful people to work with and create with. So it's a thrill for me.
Well, and how do you keep up with the shooting schedule? Because I know you guys are shooting in so many different locations, and it's just insanity.
It is insanity, and I have no idea. Every year we get to the end of it, and I just think, how on earth did all that? But yeah, we just take every day and keep going, and I always just tell myself, you're being paid to cope, so just keep going, and that's all we can do. And it's amazing. I mean, obviously we've got an incredible team of people, and we've been working with the same people for years, so that's really helped. But it's tough. It's not an easy show, and it's a life. It's not even a job, it's a life. And I always tell everybody that I'm moving to Westeros for, and that's what it's like, because you just drop off the face of the earth and just immerse yourself in that world. Yeah. But I like being able to say to people, I'm driving off to Winterfell, or I'm off to Castle Black, and that's what I've always said, all these years. It's like, I'll see you out in Castle Black, I'll see you here, I'll see you there, and that's a really cool thing,
For anybody that wants to be a production designer, or for any position on a film, it's very hard to do. It's very hard to get in, and what you need to do is try very hard to get any kind of job and do that so well that the producer has to have you back because you made life easy for him. And then maybe you can go the next step up and do that job so well that nobody else would want to have anyone else but you. And you just keep going and you'll eventually get there. So the important thing is to fight hard to find any job at all to get in the door.
What's fantastic about the Star Wars legacy is this group of characters, this very simple and yet deep story that you have to tell. And the fact that there are so many people who are invested in the story and in the characters and what happens over years and years and years, including myself. It's both an awesome responsibility, but it's so much fun at the same time.
What is it like to work on a show like Master of None that is so hyped up about? Everyone's been watching it.
We eat really well on Master of None. That's the main thing. It's really great. We get a lot of creative freedom, and we get to travel to Italy, and it's amazing.
Big Little Lies. What was my? Well, my favorite set was the Blue Blues Cafe. Yeah, because we could all go have coffee there in the morning before we shot too.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That is always really nice.
Yeah. No, especially for us. Yeah, we live on coffee. Yeah.
I mean, the challenges were, what does this world look like? Even researching the Puritan society, like even Puritans weren't so Puritan, but going back to the basics of like canned food and canned food. So we really tried to think of like if we were in the Middle Ages or in the 1900s, what would it look like? And so it was really a journey to also find these things, and to create an entire supermarket like that was not an easy fare.
Well, congratulations. Enjoy tonight and just look at this place. Take it all in.
They went fancy this year.
This is such a wonderful night to celebrate everyone's great work and their wonderful achievements for the year.
Well, I think we talked to about 20 to 30 different people tonight. There was so much talent on this red carpet, and we just want to say congratulations to all the nominees of this year's award show.